right, so for the last 4 weeks, we've been in a series called Understanding Self-Love. We've talked about nurturing the body, the soul, and the spirit. So now it seems to make sense to talk about harvesting the good fruits that arise out of all that rich soil. Every autumn, I seem to enter into a time of taking stock, because maybe I think of myself as being in the autumn of my life. Where am I right now? Am I living true to my purpose? Are my priorities the same as last year, or have they changed in some way? It just doesn't feel like a good idea to waste time and energy. It seems wiser to focus like a laser on the things that matter most. I think this is true no matter what our age, really. You know, older, less materialistic cultures than ours, like the Celtic people, for example, see all of nature in terms of rhythms and cycles. They see a person's lifespan not as numbers on a calendar, but as a repeating series of soul seasons, each bringing their own wisdom and their own message. Wintertime in the soul, when we are troubled or confused, is a time to stay quiet, to slow external activity, make no large decisions, and take very tender care of ourselves. Springtime in the soul is a time of emerging energy, a time to test our wings and try new things and glory in the new life springing all around us. As spring unfolds into summer, we step into our power. We can do practically anything. In full bloom, we take risks and get things done. We are creative and productive. And then summer yields naturally to autumn, the time of harvest. We sift through our memories, harvesting the lessons we've learned, savoring the joys and allowing the sorrows to deepen and mellow us. And in the process of reflection, we are likely to perceive continuity and order. Central themes emerge. We see patterns and understand more deeply that life is always whispering at every age, grow, 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 calling us forward and upward in much the same way as the earth calls to the flowers and plants. We sense that there's a blueprint for our lives that is at once universal and exquisitely unique. As co-creators with God, we ask, who have I come here to be? What do I most want to learn? What dreams still call to me? What gifts and talents and love have I not yet fully given or expressed? Autumn may call us to reclaim parts of ourselves where there has been a degree of neglect or self-abandonment, like conflict not fully resolved, losses not fully grieved and honored, relationships with which we are not totally at peace, and maybe an abandoned dream. I had to smile writing this, and I remembered, this is going back, a birthday present I gave to myself when I turned 60, a year of piano lessons. You see, when I was a kid, my mother insisted that I take piano lessons, but after only a few sessions, this lovely teacher that I had told her that I ought to quit because I had no talent whatsoever. This had remained a painful memory, especially because I love music so much and the piano was so much part of our household when I was growing up. So at 60, it was time to come to terms with this loss. And you know what? I did really well. And the most interesting thing about the whole exercise was as soon as I realized I could play the piano if I wanted to, I no longer needed to. What I had been carrying was regret, not a true heart's desire. One of the best gifts of maturity, I think, is a kind of ego vision. I love the myth of Psyche, the young woman who falls passionately in love with Eros. By marrying him, Psyche incurs the wrath of her jealous mother-in-law, the powerful goddess Aphrodite. Aphrodite wants her son all to herself, and so she is hell-bent on getting rid of Psyche. While she is afraid to go so far as to just murder her, she places her in her path a series of seemingly impossible tasks for which the price of failure is certain death. One of these tasks is to draw a single goblet of water from the river Styx, which is surrounded by an impenetrable forest and guarded by terrible, scary monsters. Well, the greatest and most powerful of all the gods, Zeus, intervenes. He hears of this treacherous plan and sends his eagle to rescue Psyche. Soaring high in the sky, the eagle does not confuse itself by trying to figure out how to solve